Levi Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Second and 9 now. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
2nd and 10. Jackson steps away toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen in his response.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not lapping it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Jackson on first down, rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacob Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0.
49ers nothing. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the gun, it's Jackson on the move to his left. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacob Harris with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
49ers,
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. They go play action now. Jackson out to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way down to the 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Working with a 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a handoff as they run left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now. Rolling to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
The kick by Lambeau is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
49ers nothing. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And now here's a carry heading left. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 114 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
that outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jacob Harris with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Raiders are pouring it on. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by one more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
First down, Raiders.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Steps away, and he rifles one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And the catch made by Johnson. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Tyrod Johnson, 82 yards. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. First target, first catch at a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score, Raiders 49, 49-7.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Lambo on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score, Raiders 52, 49-7. Joshua Lambo set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best. and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount, here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play. Looking to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL,
and it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
The kick is good.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his target, Harris. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. It's brought in by Harris. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson on the move to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson out to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And some space here. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Dobbins again on second down. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Let's get it. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Watch the pass.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Julian Okwara picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything, Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by one more.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 1. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Back to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Play action. Now Jackson. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 168 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Rolling to his left. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.